We're working through all the free video tutorials on the Husqvarna Viking Designer Epic 3, and I've just finished the majority of the sewing machine videos, and I'm moving on to the embroidery videos. But I wanted to stop real quick because I was just getting all my things out and about, and as I was about to switch out my throat plate, because we do recommend the straight stitch throat plate that comes with this machine, for when you do embroidery, I pulled it off and I looked underneath my bobbin case, and to my surprise, I didn't think I had done a lot of sewing through all of our tutorial videos. I know there's a lot of talking and a lot of button pushing, and in the description below you can find the complete playlist of all the videos that we're doing. I needed to stop right now and clean this out before I moved on. So I'm sure this happens to you too. We don't think we've done a lot of sewing, but in fact we have actually probably done more than we realized. A little here, a little there, an embroidery project. It doesn't look too linty, and when things start going just a little bit off, you kind of wonder, gosh, this machine, and then you realize, oh, well, really all I need to do is check underneath the throat plate, clean it out, put a new needle in, and then start again. And I know I'm kind of sometimes in that frame of mind where we kind of forget. So before anything starts happening that's kind of gonna be frustrating, I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna show you how much lint is down below in here and how I almost forgot to look, and I want you to think about how it would be to be embroidering with this much lint down underneath the throat plate. Now, this is a friendly reminder, so if you haven't done it yourself lately, let's go peek and see what you have underneath your throat plate right now. I always say to do it every 2 to 3 bobbins, 2 to 5 bobbins. That's a lot of sewing, but honestly, I hadn't done that much. So let me show you what it looks like. As always, this is something we need to do on a regular basis, but if it has been over a year since your machine has been serviced professionally, schedule some time immediately to go in, take your machine in, and have them go through the machine from top to bottom. If you do that on an annual basis, this machine is going to purr. So we started by taking the throat plate off, lift up the front little cover, and let's lift out the bobbin case. Now you can start to see all that lint. Now your brush that comes with the machine is just perfect for getting in here, and I'm going to scoop it out. Look at that. I haven't even gone all the way around, and I've already got a whole wad of lint from just threads and fabric from doing that. So, whoa, there's another one. And it's just going to get like that. Remember, we are not going to blow into the machine, and we do not use canned air in this machine. That's going to push it more into the machine and not out. So even as I go kind of down in front here, I'm getting another swoop of craziness. Another thing that I will recommend, these little microfiber little brushes, I'll put a link below in the description. These can get in and get even to some of those smaller areas, and it doesn't take much, and they will just kind of attract all the extra lint. And I'm noticing in between my feed dogs, I have got a nice little collection of threads, and this is going to be just perfect to just kind of go in between. Look at all that I'm getting out without having to work. So again, even though these feed dogs will be down during embroidery, when I go to sew, that can really make a difference when you don't have everything cleaned out. Oh my gosh, they look already practically brand new just with a little bit of cleaning. I'm going to get kind of underneath. Wow. Wowzers, I had no idea. So if you haven't done this lately, let's take some time to do this. And I'm also going to show you one more thing. You can get 100 packs of needles, and I'll put a link to a 100 pack of embroidery needles, which I absolutely love. We're going to put a brand new one in. You know, when you have a 100 pack of needles, you find yourself going like, oh, I'll just put a new needle in, not even thinking twice, and then that way you will just go ahead and do it more often, I feel. Remember, don't over tighten this, just a nice little snug, but not too much. I am gonna go ahead and put the bobbin case back in and give this a little bit of a sweep through with your brush and everything. You get, oh wow, yes, do just that. Get in between all these little grooves and just give yourself a refresh before you sit down to your next project. So I kind of wanted to show you what, it doesn't take much. We're going to set that back down nice and even. This is going to go just over the top of it. Nice and flush so we know we're correct. The straight stitch throat plate is going to go over the top of that. And to attach the embroidery foot, I do need to take off the ankle of the side, and if your dual feed is still down like mine is, let's go ahead and disengage that as well so it's out of our way, down and away from you, and exchange it for the embroidery foot. Now here's a little trick for putting the embroidery foot on. When you put it on, you'll notice that it doesn't really want to sit. What I'm going to do is turn the hand wheel slightly, bringing the needle directly down into that foot, and then this makes it really easy to screw into place. And here's a little trick I always recommend for my students is so you don't lose this little ankle is just leave it attached to the last presser foot that you were using. It's a lot easier to try to look for this unit than to try to look for this white ankle in the bottom of your white accessory box. I've wound some bobbin weight thread on my bobbin, and let's go ahead and get ready to start mastering embroidery on the Husqvarna Viking Designer Epic 3. We will be referencing a couple of our online courses throughout our free video tutorials. Number one, our most popular course is our Embroidery Essentials course. All the designs come with it. You learn 15 different embroidery techniques, but what you're doing is mastering all the features and functions and rehooping and repetition of using the embroidery side of this machine. And trust me, after you do all these blocks, whether you put them together or not, will help you learn all the buttons, all the features of this beautiful machine. We also have a mastery class for mastering your Husqvarna Viking design positioning. So this is multiple hoopings and how to make them all connect, and you don't even have to hoop straight. So if you hear me talking about our mastery class for design positioning, this is just one of the many samples that we have, and again, these designs are included. And our last one, our Husqvarna Viking Bootcamp online course, will help you master everything Wi-Fi compatible from the MySewNet app and everything that was free that came with this machine. There's links in the description below, as well as free video lessons you can watch to see if one of those courses will be right for you. I hope to see you in one of our classes soon.